Mr. Franklin, I guess in having this conversation about purpose and being a servant leader, how did you know when you had found your purpose, and like how did you take that purpose and be able to truly be a servant leader in what you're doing?
That's a very, very good question. You know, it comes back to me generationally. I come from a highly service focused and centered family. My mother and father both, of course, made sure that not only did they support the family, but they supported the community that we resided in. And they set the example for myself and my brothers and sisters that in life it's important that you provide service. And that is this: service at your church. Go out and help. Of course, we were always at the food pantry in our neighborhood. When it came to elections, my mother and father were both precinct captains in Chicago. Oh. And so moving forward to get out to vote. Also providing service for those, of course, that there was a segment in my neighborhood that really needed the community's charity. And so we also provided service in that particular perspective in helping others rise in the course to help their situations that they were currently involved in. But the lesson that they showed me in the example was that it's not what you say matters, but what you do for others matters more. And so my parents setting a role model for me, it really came natural for me. So whenever I approach anything, I look internally first, and I basically scrub that against, why am I doing this? Will this benefit me, or will this benefit those that are in need to help meet the objectives for the greater good? And so that's an easy construct for me, or a compass to basically scrub against. And so your question's a great one. And I think I've been very blessed to have role models, as I've talked about my parents, to kind of show by example, because I'll end it this way. There's a saying, seeing is believing. And I do believe that although we live in a three-dimensional world, you hear it, you can say it, you can touch it and feel it. But when you see and visualize in true three-dimensional perspective of what something is, it's easier to relate to. And so having that role model there, showcasing those behaviors, really help basically impart upon me how I should live as well. Great question, Abby, and I hope I answered your question for you.